What is going on, everybody? BDog743 here, back again on the channel. We're going to be working on a game called Banished. I'm trying to kind of split different things up here, because I know I'm not uploading Farm Sim every day anymore. So I'm trying to find other games to kind of split that gap and be able to, kind of get more uploads going on my channel and stuff like that. So Banished is basically one of those strategy type games, stuff like that. Wonderful, wonderful game. I tried doing a Let's Play on it way while back, just never made it. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it and see how things go. So yeah, starting off is I'm gonna be a little bit lost, so don't be too harsh on me here. It's been a long time since I played this game, but it is a fun game to play. The only thing is I just don't know. It's just going to be a little bit for me to get acquainted and everything like that. If I do sound a little bit weird or anything like that, if I might slur some of my words or anything like that, I just had my wisdom teeth out a couple days ago, so I'm still kind of out of the loop when it comes to when it comes to talking and stuff like that. Kind of a little painful at times. So. But starting off here, I'm just kind of getting a little bit of a road kind of layout here. How I usually do my Let's Plays and stuff like that is I kind of like to watch other people play theirs first. Kind of check out a couple different things here. I am running a few mods like Colonial something version 1.7 and then the Mega Mod Pack, so it adds a lot more stuff to the game, a lot more buildings, everything like that. As well, I'm going to go ahead here, and I need to change some stuff here. I need to lower some volume settings here. It's just so loud in my ear right now. It's not very much better, but it'll do. So I'm probably going to do like 10 episodes of this, and depicting on your guys' comments on viewership and stuff like that. On when you get whether or not you guys want to see this continue and stuff like that. This is a very fun game to play. It is. Believe it or not. I mean, some people are like, I don't really like city builders and stuff like that. This is kind of quote-unquote a city builder, but in the same sense it's not, because there's more aspects involved, such as survival and stuff like that. So it's not like your typical like City Skylines or SimCity 4, blah blah blah. But starting off here, we have tells us up here 10 adults and 4 children. So these 10 adults and stuff like that, they're going to be able to do laborers, workers, builders, farm, all that fun stuff. Children, on the other hand, can't really do much. But our first thing here is I'm going to kind of start out at trying to get housing and stuff like that kind of built. I don't know how to. There, okay, now it's kind of coming back to me on how to rotate and stuff like that. But I'm going to kind of give these people a place to live to start out with. So, right off the bat there, we're going to go ahead and convert a couple people over to building and stuff like that. I do have disasters turned off and everything like that, so there's not... this isn't going to be a massively hard game, because you can mess up pretty quick. And as well... resource production. And there's a thing to reduce or remove resources and stuff like that. It's just this, so people are gonna go by. Something happened. Oops. Somehow I minimized out of my game. But this option here is to remove resources in they are going to strip the land of the resources, and they're going to put them in these stockpiles and stuff like that to be able to get things rolling in that sense there. But first things first, of course, is we are trying to get the houses built, get people to live in places, that way so they have places to go and all that fun stuff. I'm going to bump back down to ×1, regular speed. Food production. The big thing is getting them places to live and getting them food. So right now we have 1,300 food, and that goes down pretty quick. Usually people one person per year eats 100 units of food. So that is something kind of big, so we definitely need to work on that. Animal pens, food crop, plantation. We will be getting into farms very soon, but I just want... Oh, what's it called? It's a fishing platform, but I gotta find it. Trade buildings, no. But let's pause really quick here, so I'm not freaking out. It's gonna be food production, right? Is it raw food gathering? Mini hunter, hunting cabin. Fishing dock. There we are. So I kind of want my fishing dock over here. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and resume gameplay here. Okay, so that's the keys for that. Okay, so I don't have to keep doing that. So things are going to start getting built and everything like that. So we're going to be slowly but surely. I'm not one of the ones to basically... hold on a minute. That deck down to 2. I'm not one to build massively at first because you can't overdo it in this game. You really can't. You basically want to expand as much as you can provide. So right now, we have housing for everybody, so it's going to give enough housing for our adults and stuff like that. But we're not going to be overdoing it to where we're running our people starving or rampant, without any food. So this is our... And dirt roads, they don't cost anything like that, so we're going to be... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Dirt roads. Kind of, kind of do it like that there. And if the pathways and stuff like that, that's going to make people be able to go faster, work faster, stuff like that as well. We are going to need to get... what is this? Town services. Yeah, should be under town services. Healing, civil, school. Be resource production, wouldn't it? Foresters and logging. I need a guy. I need a woodcutter, but I don't need something that big. Mini woodcutter, tiny chopper. This will do. So we're going to kind of have this guy here. He's mainly going to be... let's do a regular size woodcutter. Yeah, we'll do that. So the woodcutter guy is going to be producing firewood so that the people can have heating at their houses and stuff like that, or their tents. I love the tents. You don't get that in the original. You have to have the mod. I think it's the Mega Mod Pack and all that fun shit. So slowly but surely people are working, gathering, and stuff like that. And this... There is... I want to increase priority on this. If you increase priority, then people are going to, of course, run over and get this kind of working here. Of course, we got our laborers and everything like that. They are, excuse me, working on gathering the resources and stuff like that to build different various things. As for episode sizes and stuff like that, I'm going to mainly try to keep around 25-30 minutes per episode. So hopefully things will be doing pretty good on that. So this thing is currently being built. I'm kind of wait here. We said this thing can Boom, there we go. So now that we have this here, of course, we're going to have to want to get, it'll show here. We'll get two fishing people there. So they're going to kind of be able to provide food and stuff like that for our place, our shindig. So we have that, laborers, all that fun stuff. Okay, slowly but surely, you know, I am kind of getting back into the groove of this game, stuff like that. So kind of bear with me on this, guys. Things might be a little slow at first, but hopefully we'll be able to really kind of get into this a little bit more. Especially kind of like out this way. I want to get. I want to bring a road out here. Right. I want to bring a road out here. That way, so we can get. Is it a bridge? How come I can't? Can I not do bridges? Oh, no. How do I remove that? What's this? Remove roads. There we go. Right on. Okay. Oh man, my mouth hurts. Okay. Bridges. Wooden bridge. There we go. Reserve of food is low. Oh no. It's okay. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to. They're working. Let's see. So they're working on fishing. I mean, there's not really much really we can do. We could. I think it's this here. Can send people out to collect foods. Wild foods. So people are going to be heading out there to do that. Oh, we were paused. My bad. Right, there we go. So we're going to have to have one guy here doing this for the woods, or for the wood and all that fun stuff. So people are going to have fuel for their houses. So we'll get one guy there. So keep his limit at 200. We should be pretty good in that aspect there. And then slowly but surely as well, they're going to be working on getting this road out here, and as well as this bridge. And we're going to be putting a hunter's lodge and stuff like that out here, and mainly kind of work on expanding our city out this way, or our village out both these ways here. Okay. So it's a little bit nerve-wracking in the beginning because, you know, yeah, there is a lot of different things that need to be done and all that fun shit. So we do have enough housing for people. Oops. If we check on here, you know, builder, two children. And then as well for town services, I would like to get a little school in here. I like that little village school. That's gonna fit perfectly right there. Look at that, perfect. So get a little school in there. Education of course is big in really any game. But the more educated people are and stuff like that, the more they're going to be able to produce, and the more productive they are going to be, you know, on the in that aspect. So, right on. We got our wood chopper. He's doing his thing here. We will advance time up to maybe 5 times speed. Our food reserve is still kind of running a little low here. How are they doing? Are you guys producing fish? Yeah, 50 fish. Pretty good. Not too bad there. So we got that going for us here. Our schoolhouse is going to be built pretty soon. And we don't have a lot of laborers left. But builders, we can totally take one down from there. Our wood bridge is being built. It is now built. Cool. And as well, I want to kind of I want this to kind of be out over here and over there. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then resource production. We definitely want like a forester's lodge out here. So we'll put one out there, and then as well as a gatherer's hut, because gatherer's huts, or gatherers, they're going to be able to kind of go out in the wilderness and they're going to be able to go out in the wilderness and, of course, gather food for us and stuff like that and bring it back to our storage barn. So right now we have 50 fish, so, as long as we can maintain a steady food amount and stuff like that, we should be pretty good. So, but the big thing is of course our population size. There's going to be times in this where we are going to be running low on people, and there's also going to be times where we can't expand physically because we don't have enough food. So that's always a big thing. We can also, while we're here, we can pretty much remove, I want to kind of remove resources here. Give us a nice area to kind of work. So another good thing is we're not seeing anybody being cold. I'm in a kind of a region where there's no snow, which is pretty good. Then again, I don't know. I can't be for certain, I think. But I need to quit pressing escape too. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bump it up so we have 3 people working here and all that fun stuff. So we have the gatherer's hut and stuff like that out there. We could as well, just for time for sake of enjoyment right now. I'm trying to think too. Should we put a hunting hut out here? I think that's our road there. Let's go ahead and bring that out here. And then get a raw hunting cabin. Get that out here as well. So they're going to be able to, come out here and gather food and, gather resources and stuff like that. So that's pretty good there. And that's pretty much really all that we can afford to do right now. So let's go ahead and advance time up here. 2 laborers are going to be kind of working out there. And as well, we need to there's so many things that this mod added. It's insane. Storage. Stockpiles. Let's make a pretty decent sized stockpile. Say out there. That'll be our stockpile right there, which is good. We don't really need any more of that, so any more fuel. So they should be pretty good to keep those those houses and stuff like that kind of moving. Pretty good, pretty darn good. There we go. So time's kind of moving here. And then pretty soon, yep, and there you got kind of people coming out here to do that. Fun stuff. Uh-oh, there's snowfall. Alright. So we are in late autumn now. There's snowfall out here, apparently, which is fine. It's no big deal. It's just, they use more fuel and stuff like that during the winter time to keep themselves warm. As for food, we're doing pretty good on food, I'm glad. So that's pretty good. So slowly but surely people are going to be clearing that out, which is good. Just getting us immediate resources that we can use. Because eventually too, I want to get farmland out here and stuff like that. Either the farms over here or over here. Which is pretty darn good. Yeah. And they're still clearing out over here. And then we could probably, we could go ahead and maybe put like a little stockpile over here. That way so they can quickly put stuff over there without having to go all the way back over here into town and do all that shit. So we're 10 times speed, that's as fast as we can go. And 2 new laborers have joined us, which is great. We can put one more builder down. So we got everybody that we need. We should do 1 teacher, of course. Totally forgot that our schoolhouse was done. So we got a teacher there, and now it's early spring, which is good, very good. Oh yeah, things are getting built nicely. They're still working on clearing the land, of course, so that's going to take some time. But our stockpiles are growing wonderfully. Let's up this up to 500. The fuel limit up to 500. That way, so we can continue building on our little stockpile and stuff like that. Which is pretty darn good. And then to kind of there was a pretty neat tool that I was kind of looking at. I have to find it. Is it this one? Yeah, it's here. This kind of shows where people are moving to every time. So I'm wondering if we could, what's this, tiny shack? We can get 2 of those down. That's maybe kind of alleviate a little bit of this here so that they can move freely. Reserve of food is low, but that's not the case anymore and stuff like that. And look at that. This is all cleared out and looking good. Alright, so we have one of those here. We can set one up to there. What is our food limit set at right now? 5,000? Let's bump that up to 10,000. So of course the big thing is food. We need food. It's currently summer. Food production. Crop field. And I think the biggest crop field that we can do is like an 11 by 11. Pretty sure. So we'll do that. And we'll do corn. Yep. So we got our first crop field and stuff like that moving here. Reserve of food is low. So we are running low on food. That's what it's saying at least, but I mean we've still got a pretty decent amount of food. Just hopefully things will start kind of picking up here. Gatherer's hut. Do we not have any more? Oh, we don't. Bump that down. Get 2 people there. So now the Gatherer's hut is going to be doing their thing as well. So, you know, slowly but surely things are moving. We currently have 2 students doing their thing, which is good. Got enough fuel, which is perfect. Oh yeah. This is the humble beginnings of a beautiful, beautiful town. Normally they don't have to be that far away, like the hunters and stuff like that, but I think this is going to be like prime location for them to be able to work and everything like that. Plus we got our, we've got our main road bringing into town, so they're not completely out of the way. I just would rather them be out here, because if I put them out here where I'm going to be expanding and everything, it's of course going to be, oh my god, look at all those children being born. That's going to be nice. So, but yes, ultimately, if we brought them out this way, it'd be closer to town, of course, but eventually they're going to be removed and brought out here anyways, because that's what I have in mind. That is my plan, my goal. And as well, we're going to probably expand out this way too eventually and kind of get moving on that. But this is our second winter. We survived our first winter, which is good. So food reserves are freaking low, which is going to be rough. But coming up in the next time here, the next spring or whatever, we're going to be starting to plant actual crops. So of course that's going to be cool. But that the food is always a big thing. You really need to ensure that we have enough food and stuff like that. How many builders do we currently have? 3 builders. We can bump down to 2. Let's get one more fisherman in there. Because that's... See, look at that. Current season, 1,100 fish. Great. The fish is really what's keeping us alive right now. Because, of course, crops and stuff like that, they cannot be grown in the wintertime. Of course. Forester's Lodge. Log, stone, iron. Pretty cool. Nice. How about these guys here? Look at that. Look at that. Look. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of food. It's perfect. So we are now in early spring here. We've got corn over here. I wonder who's going to be working that. There he is. There's our farmer. So early spring, they start to plant the crops and stuff like that. So we'll be kicking some awesome stuff out here pretty soon. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this our first episode here. This is Banished on Chelone. Chelone, that's our city name or our village name. So hope you guys are enjoying. Like I said guys, I'm only going to do about 10 episodes of these unless you guys tell me you guys want more. So hope you guys are enjoying. I'm BDog743 and we'll see you guys in the village next time. By the blackouts every other night.